uh, complete the quest around one hub and then travel to another location. Of course, we will have a fast travel of some form of fast travel, which will not be as easy.
By the hounds of Hades, what churls would do such devilry?
Zoons! What happened here? By all that's holy, what does this signify?
I know not, Corporal. Someone came at night and hamstrung them, killed a stable boy who awoke, and then torched the stables. They were still alive when I arrived, and I had to put them down. What monster does such things?
Did they steal anything? Take any horses?
Not one. It seems they came only to kill and vandalize.
Have you a quarrel with someone? Do you know of someone who would seek revenge?
No one. But even if I did have foes, 'sblood! Who would do such a thing to God's innocent creatures?
Folk are worse than beasts. Did you see anything? How many there were? Whither they went and what they looked like? Did you find anything they left behind?
The clamour and the smoke awoke us, but when we arrived they'd already gone. We had to quench the fire to stop the whole place going alight. We saw no one.
Did you search the area?
No, we were fighting the blaze till now, and anyway, everyone's afraid. What chance would they have against those who did this?
They're long gone. Hark, men. We must find out where they went. Mount up and search the area. Each in a different direction. Ask folk if they saw anything, search for traces. Someone must have caught sight of them at least.
At once, sir.
And I, sir?
You? What the devil can I do with you? Stay here.
I could look around and see if they left any traces. Mayhap they went by that breached gate.
As you will, then. Look in the woods beyond that gate and then report back.
So, this quest kind of starts a much bigger quest line where I'm going to search for bandits who did it. Nobody knows why they did it. They just hamstrung the horses. They didn't kill people. They didn't steal the horses. They didn't steal anything. So nobody knows. It seems crazy, and the value of the horse was probably bigger than the value of a human. So it's quite weird, and it did a lot of damage to your lord. Horses were very expensive, especially well-trained horses. So this starts a bigger quest line where you are going to search for the bandits. You will be acting kind of like medieval investigators, so you will interrogate people, try to find clues, you can threaten people, search for somebody who saw something. Similar things will happen in other villages and towns, so it's kind of a bigger, much bigger event, and in the end when you will find out who did it, you will realize that they are much stronger than you expected, and you will have to have some allies to fight with them. So it's a very big quest line. Now I was sent to the forest to follow the trail of the bandits. There is going to be some combat, and I will ask Victor probably to show you the combat and to switch to another build in which we will show you the latest visuals, latest features like AI, some herd simulation of the sheep and stuff. So the build is currently running on the latest version of Cryengine, the same version that runs Rise, and has the latest technology. So we will show you the combat, and then we will show you the latest build. I will pass the control to Victor. Just for the record, the thing is that we are playing it with Xbox controller, but it's attached to a PC. The whole game is optimized for both keyboard and mouse and controllers. Everything is
I'm going nowhere.
working on both versions. It's not dumbed down for
Rest
consoles.
assured,
There is no
like a
evil
spark from
producer
the
telling
hell.
us that we need
Where I
to
shall meet them
do it
anon.
for
Rappenhof is nearby.
Joe, regular
Our
Joe
captain
or
will see
something.
today.
So the game is
we're
at,
so
the game
I'm
plays
done
and
for.
controls as we want it
Get
to
the
play and
avant
control.
before they find us.
Even on I would say that
Thou knowest I cannot
what we
leave
did,
thee.
we kind of
Find thee here.
made
I know
the
I would
console
find
version to
dispatch
be
myself, but
up to the
forsooth,
standard of the PC.
if thou
So,
wouldst
for
help
example,
me,
on consoles
'twould be
in
a
inventory, you can
Very
do
well.
same stuff you can
I'll
do in
dispatch
Total
thee.
Commander on PC.
How dost thou
You
wish
can
it?
search
Quickly.
inventory,
fear
you
of
can
that.
sort
Thou
items
knowest
in
me.
inventory by different parameters.
Well, old mate.
I'll wait for thee
You
in
can do
hell.
everything you could do on PC, and nobody did it before. Most of the time the controls and the inventories are simplified on the consoles, and in our case it's the same, and it works the same as on PC, and it lets you do all the stuff you could do with the mouse and keyboard, and it wasn't that hard actually. So we are playing the combat with the joypad, but you can play it with the mouse and keyboard as well. It's controlled by 4 buttons and some joypads or mouse, and Victor will show it to you.
Lo, we have
sorry.
company.
Is that thy mightiest?
This version of the combat, I need to warn you a little bit. This version of the combat is older than what we showed you in our video update. So there is some clipping and some other features, but the animations are looking a little bit better than in the latest version, where we have just placeholder animations right now. So this is probably better to show this version. As I said, there is still 2 years of work ahead of us, so a lot of room for improvement. Currently there are like only several or few moves out of up to 18 with every weapon, so it's much simpler than it's going to be in the final version. Also the techniques, we have some comments about the authenticity of the techniques the fencers use. It's also placeholder. This is done by after just few sessions with our fencers, so we needed to find out what's possible, what's not, how it could be controlled. They didn't have a clue about how games work, so we are kind of finding the best approach. Right now we know what works, what doesn't, and the whole system is prepared. So game mechanics wise, everything is prepared. So we will fill it with content. If you want to see the latest version, check out our other videos in our channel. We had special video update about the combat. You can see the combat is based on stamina. So if the guy has armor, you cannot injure him that much by hitting him. You need to lower his stamina and then use his that he's tired or injured or not as fast, to use some combo and kill him with one deadly blow. So the duels with the enemies will be much harder than usual. You cannot. You can see that the sword is not. Is actually colliding or clashing with the enemy weapon. It's not going through like in other games. It's all based on inverse kinematics and physics, so there are proper collisions with everything. The sword slides on the armor. It doesn't go through. Right now, this guy is quite tough. It's not going to show you difficulty. Sorry, it's not showing you the difficulty of the game. He's set to be very tough, just so we can show you a lot of moves, and it's not optimized at all. So now that was the combat, and now we can switch to the other build, I guess, and show the visuals. Just for those who joined the channel a little bit later, you'll be here. Okay. For those who joined later, just another reminder. This is all just a very early build of the game. The game should be released in 2015. So there is still a lot of space for improvement. A lot of stuff is not final and just placeholder. And the build you just saw is rather old. So there is a lot of stuff that is looking much better right now. We are going to show you some of it right now. We have a and it's maybe a good time to tell you something about our early access. So the backers who will, because what are you going to see is probably what you are going to get if you pledged to get an alpha access. So the backers from some amounts of the pledges are going to get either alpha or beta access to the game. Alpha will start in about 6 months from now, and it will have most likely this village you are going to see now with core game mechanics, and we will update it with the new mechanics over time. There will be regular updates. We will probably add some small quest into it. We will let you test the core mechanics and tell us what you think about them. So we will probably start with just the core mechanics, like picking up objects, walking around, running around and stuff. Then we will add some dialogue, simple quest, fencing, horse riding. And in the end, when we will reach beta stage, the people who pledged for alpha will get beta automatically. People who pledged just for beta will get beta, and beta will be almost final game with a lot of bugs most likely, and you can still tell us what you think about it, and you can still tweak the game based on the feedback. So this is the location we are going to give to the alpha pledgers. It uses the latest version of Cryengine, so it has physical based rendering. The AI routines are much better. People are actually doing something right now. It's in the previous build it was in some cases it was just a script. Right now it's really AI. There's a lot of new features like bows. The horse is probably better here as well if there is a horse. You can whistle. Is it working right now, or can you do it, or can you can whistle and the horse will run to you if there is a horse. Ah, yeah, he is. So Victor can, and this horse works a little bit better than the horse in the older build. All the interiors are there. In the previous city there were not all interiors. But what is most improved is the rendering and AI and lighting, I would say. Are there any questions that most common questions is about trolling. There is a lot of trolls in the discussion, which is kind of sad, because I could have answered some interesting questions, but it's if there are any, they are probably lost in all the trolling. Like I'm Johnny the Spot, which is cool, but show us the bows, Victor, if it's possible, and with